and with great pride, I present to you Sean Paul Loosli, the ENF Top Most Valuable Male Student for 2003.
You see, for me, life isn't about being the smartest, the most beautiful, or the most wealthy. Contrary to the prevailing social belief, I don't think everything in life should be focused on competition. Rather, it should be ever more focused on cooperation. I believe I have truly found myself as I have focused on the needs of others rather than my own. Most of us probably couldn't name the last 15 presidents, 15 recent Nobel Peace Prize winners, or the past 15 Super Bowl champions, but would have no trouble whatsoever compiling a list of 15 people who have mentored, befriended, or helped us and shaped us into the people we are today. The Order of the Elks is truly benevolent in using its resources to provide service to the community and benefit thousands of people throughout the country. I am fortunate enough to be a beneficiary of that generosity and sincerely appreciate the aid which you have provided for me.
Now, please join me in welcoming back to the stage Sean Loosli, our 2003 Top Male Most Valuable Student. You got a little age on you there, buddy.
A little bit. A few extra pounds, too.
Yeah.
Grand Exalted Ruler and members, good morning. I'm happy to have the opportunity to come back today and report to you 10 years later on what I have done with the scholarship which you so generously provided to me in 2003. As Val mentioned, I don't think of the Most Valuable Student Scholarship as merely a gift. Rather, it's an investment in me, in our future, in the future of our communities, and in the future of our lodges, just as it is for other Elks scholars. That means that as Elks, I consider all of you stakeholders in my life and in my future. So for the next couple minutes, I'd like to tell you briefly about some of the returns generated by your investment in me. First, allow me to address some of the financial aspects. As many of you may know, a large component of the MVS selection criteria is financial need. At risk of getting too personal, allow me to share a little bit of what that meant for me. Although I was blessed with an incredibly loving, supportive, and close-knit family, our finances were in pretty bad shape. When I applied for the Elks scholarships, we had lost our homes to eviction twice in the previous 2 years. It was not uncommon for the gas, electricity, telephone, or other utilities to be cut off at times. Even from a young age, I knew that a quality education would be the key to my being able to break the cycle. But at the same time, I knew my parents and family would not be able to pay for it. Due to the generosity of the Elks National Foundation and other scholarship programs, I was able to attend Harvard University and graduate with honors. In a time when rising tuition costs and student debt burdens have become a hot topic throughout the country, I finished college with zero debt of any kind. I went on to complete a master's degree at Stanford. Thank you. I went on to complete a master's degree program at Stanford University, marry my high school sweetheart, and begin a career in the technology industry. Because of the opportunities I was provided, I now have more financial stability and more of an economic safety net than I ever had growing up. I'm confident that I will be able to support myself, my wife, and my future family, and provide them opportunities and experiences that I never had when I was younger. And, speaking of providing opportunities, I have already begun to give back to the ENF, to invest in others like me, and my employer has generously matched those contributions. Today, I am proud to wear this pin representing my status as an honorary founder level donor. Thank you. Just as important, or perhaps even more important than the financial returns, I have also received great personal and social returns. After spending the first 17 years of my life living on the same street in Provo, Utah, I have now lived in and traveled throughout the U.S. and many countries in the world. My eyes and mind were open to a wealth of knowledge and experience. I studied such topics as science, ethics, literature, and political science with prominent experts in these respective fields, and learned alongside other students from every ethnic, cultural, national, and socioeconomic background you could imagine. I also became close friends with fellow Elks scholars, including Bryce Caswell, the top female winner in my year. We continued that friendship as we studied together at Harvard and went on to begin our careers. Although she couldn't be here today to speak for herself, she asked me to pass along to you that she is eternally grateful. She is currently working at Goldman Sachs in New York City for the summer, in between the first and second years of her MBA program at Duke University's Fuqua School of Business. Finally, I have been richly blessed to have the opportunity to interact with so many of you. This includes members of Lodge 849 in Provo, donors like Pat, Ed, Lee, John, and Thelma, Jim and his staff at the ENF who do such a great job coordinating all of these programs, and so many of you whom I've had the privilege to meet at Elks events such as this. It is a privilege to be a part of this great community and this truly benevolent Order of Elks. I sincerely hope that my continued participation with the Elks will bring positive returns to many of you as well. Now, many of these returns on your investment in me might be difficult to quantify, but I'll be reaping them for the rest of my life. So although words seem inadequate, thank you once again very much for all that you have done for me. And on behalf of Elks scholars everywhere, thank you for your support of these great programs that truly prove just how much Elks care and Elks share. Thank you.